show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us from Hollywood, where our special guest tonight is the President of the United States, Joe Biden. Amtrak just pulled into the station. He's here tonight to figure out which type of handbasket our country will be going to hell in. You know, as a precautionary measure, tonight we rounded up everyone in our audience named Brandon. We went through all the names of everyone. All the Brandons have been removed from the premises, relocated to the Dave & Buster's across the street, where they're being held in the claw machine until the president is back on Air Force One. It's kind of exciting to have the president come visit you at work. But not everyone's thrilled about his appearance here tonight. The folks over at Fox News and the wannabe Fox News Juniors are very upset that the president is doing an interview with, of all people, me, while he's in town for the Summit of the Americas.
President Biden is going to make his first late-night appearance since taking office. First real interview, actually. But I don't think it's a real interview. He's going to be on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
He's going to be cuddly with cuddly liberal Jimmy Kimmel.
We're going to put Joe on a comedy show so we can have lots of people laughing when they can't afford the gasoline, they're worried about getting mugged, raped, or killed.
Perhaps they feel Kimmel's a fitting place for them. The American public, they're not laughing.
The man's a comedian.
Yes.
I mean, he's an activist, a left-wing activist is this guy.
So it's better for them to try and put him in front of the man show comedian than it is to let him have a serious, substantive conversation.
He's not going to get hit hard, is he?
Jimmy Kimmel is going to let him skate.
The softest of softball interviews.
Joe Biden should be sitting down with Bret Baier or someone who is a serious journalist.
The only thing that comes out of this West Coast trip is a fundraiser and an interview with Jimmy Kimmel.
And you know who's watching? China.
That's kind of cool, I guess. China's watching. Hey, China, if you really are watching, thanks for making all that great merchandise for TrumpStore.com. But I get what they're saying. You know, president needs to be held accountable. You can't just hide from the people who criticize you. President needs to get in the box and take the heat and field the tough questions from real, hard-hitting journalists like these.
Congratulations on your brand new book, Mr. President.
How is our country's first lady doing, and how are your children?
She's doing great. She's a terrific woman.
As a young man, do you feel that you were drawn to leadership then the same way in 2016 when you announced?
You're keeping an insane schedule, 7 days a week. You really don't stop.
Are you moving so quickly that your communications department cannot keep up with you?
We want to get to Kanye West. He tweeted that he loves you, that you're his brother. Kanye West is coming to the White House. How does this work? Does he tell you what he wants for lunch? Do you pick what he's going to get for lunch?
You came into this job fighting like hell.
You have to be very, very excited about what you accomplished, and you accomplished it.
You have accomplished so much.
What is your advice for a young couple looking forward to a bright America?
Do you think the polls are inaccurate purposely?
You were very strong at the end of that press conference.
As a father, you were involved in everything.
Why are you expecting they're going to be fair to you?
No, but
what's your go-to banger on the
Well, I
Ox?
have a lot of them.
What's the best song to transition to, YMCA to what?
Maybe Hold On, I'm Coming. Laura, I love your show.
I love your show. I love your show. I love your show.
How's Melania doing?
She's doing fantastically.
Do you see a cognitive decline in Joe Biden?
is Biden against God, and if so, how so?
How's your golf game these days?
What's your advice to Elon Musk, by the way?
What do you love about being president?
How do you handle all of that?
What drives you?
Could I ask you one last question? How can we pray for you?
You're at the top of your game. What's your secret?
My secret is that I flush all my secrets down the commode. That's my secret. So anyway, to all of my colleagues who are outraged, I'm sending you thoughts and prayers to help get you through this difficult time. Fox, by the way, has decided not to carry the hearings about January 6th on their news network tomorrow night. Instead, they will show their new special, Tucker Carlson Presents A Racist Cow Meows Confederate Battle Hymns, at 8 p.m. You know, one side says the insurrection is a big story because it was a violent attempt to overthrow an election that led to multiple fatalities, including Capitol Police officers. But the other side says, nuh-uh, it's not. You know, yesterday here in California was primary election day, also known as, there was an election today day? Turnout was low. More Californians played Wordle yesterday than voted, which I guess is what happens when you turn your state into a marijuana dispensary, but I can't imagine not voting. Voting is fun. It's like taking a Scantron test. You can't fail. You get to fill in all the bubbles. You know, most of the focus here in LA was on the race for mayor, but there was a lesser-known candidate I noticed on the ballot named Randy Fudge, who was running for judge. Superior Court Judge. Judge Fudge is what he would have, which is, his website says he has more than 27 years of experience in criminal, civil, and administrative law. Unfortunately, none of that matters because the address of that website is fudgeforjudge.com. How am I not supposed to vote for Judge Fudge? Sadly, California's sent Fudge packing. He got only 10% of the vote, which has to hurt. He's probably on the couch eating a ton of himself right now, but he will not get a Judge Fudge anytime soon. We can be grateful that in November we will get a chance to vote for Dr. Kermit for Congress here in California. He won a very vicious primary over Miss Piggy. So obviously with the president here, we stepped up security, and by that, I mean Guillermo only had 3 drinks before the show.
Yes,
that's
only
quite
3. That's right.
Wow.
Only 3.
Quite a tie.
Thank you, Jimmy, for a special occasion today.
Where'd you get that, Party City?
No, Target.
You know, they did a big sweep of our building. Everybody's on edge. You know, they come in your office, they look around, and that gave us an idea. And that idea was to set my cousin Micki, who works here, up with a fake Secret Service agent. Micki is the person who greets our guests here at the show, and she's really the nicest, most welcoming person you could ever meet in your life. So we sent her an email. It said, "Hi, Micki. Just got word from POTUS, lead staff, Secret Service. They're having to run additional checks on everyone," which is not true. But I also know of a few incidents in Micki's past. At Easter time, she promised my kids a bouncy house, so she went to Toys R Us to buy one, brought it home, it was broken, she tried to return it, and the employees were a bunch of jerks, because the store was about to go out of business, and also they worked at Toys R Us, which is like a halfway to a death sentence to start with. But so they wouldn't take the bouncy house back, and Micki got very angry to the point where they called the police on her for making threats. Now, she was able to elude the police. She hid in the Home Depot next door when they came, but she could not escape from the actor we put in a black suit and told her was a Secret Service agent that had concerns.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Micki Marasaglia?
Yes.
Okay, please have a seat.
Thank you.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Now I've got some more questions for you.
I would always say the truth for God.
I'm going to ask you now to stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Oh my gosh. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Let's start at the top again.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, for which we stand. Oh my gosh, for which we stand, one nation under God, visible.
I don't believe underground is in.
I know, not underground,
yes,
no.
Yes.
Under God, I love God.
Have a seat. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Nothing, coffee.
And how about dinner last night?
Powdered donuts.
Powdered donuts for dinner. Have you consumed any drugs in the last 24 hours?
No.
Okay. How about in your lifetime? What drugs have you done?
I don't do drugs.
Never any drugs of any kind?
I mean, I tried like pot, like one, but I'm not a big, I don't like.
That would constitute a drug.
Yeah, but like it was like in a brownie and it was stupid.
It was a stupid brownie.
I always feel, can I tell you why?
Certainly.
I've never been into drugs because I feel like it could be, you're not that person, and to each its own, but I felt for me, if like you go to try something, and that would be the day I die.
Are you on drugs right now?
No.
Have you ever been arrested for, let's say, stealing makeup?
That was lipstick. And it was stupid. I was with a cousin and a friend, and we kind of even took the blame for the friend because she was underage.
So, what you're telling me is you took an underage person to steal.
We were going out and just needed that zinc pink.
I have some information that you made a terrorist threat against Toys R Us. Can you explain
Oh, they
how that
caught me,
happened?
huh? It was.
It's not terribly funny.
No, I know. It's-
A federal offense.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like even if I've done a couple of bad things, it had good intentions.
Where's the good intention in that?
That I wanted a bouncy house for the little kids at my Easter, and that I was returning it, and they said that it was past the return date, and so they were just bad customer service.
So the bouncy house upset you so much that you threatened to blow up the Toys R Us?
I just wanted to warn them, like teach them a lesson. Like that was it. I mean, I always like to look at the positive side. So if there's anything I can tell you, I think it all worked out just fine. Nobody was hurt. It all worked out.
I appreciate all that. I am going to get my supervisor, and they will ask you a couple more questions.
Sure.
Okay? All right, you can stay here.
Nice to meet you.
Please don't touch anything.
Oh, I won't.
This is Agent Jeffrey.
Hello, Mickey. Did you threaten my store?
What is this?
Let that be a lesson to anyone who steals lipstick or maybe gets really upset about a bouncy house to the point where the toy store calls the police. Don't mention any of this to the president.
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Thank you, Mickey. Very patriotic tonight. We'll work on the Pledge of Allegiance after the show.
I have to learn it.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. I hope you enjoyed that video. Hit subscribe and all your dreams will come true, assuming your dreams are to watch more YouTube videos.